Hi guys, I'm Eileen. So 2020 has been a challenging year to say the least. I feel like the uncertainties I've experienced this year have really influenced me in terms of shopping, my personal finance, and just my general outlook on life. For example, even though this is a luxury channel, I feel like this is the year to be very intentional about spending on discretionary items. However, the key is to have a good balance. I mean, if you're in a very good position financially and you are very responsible with your spending, then it's absolutely fine to treat yourself to a certain extent. I'm sure a lot of us work very hard, so rewarding yourself at the end of the year can actually be very motivating. And you know what? Treating yourself doesn't always have to cost the price of a Chanel handbag. In fact, today I'm going to share with you how to invest £200 in yourself and treat yourself in the process. First of all, it's absolutely worth it to invest in good quality sleep. I highly value a good night's sleep because being well rested means I'm more productive, positive, cheerful, and just generally a better person. And one thing that really helps me sleep better in the night is a set of comfy pajamas. I've been loving my short silk pajamas the whole of summer this year, so I was so happy when I received these long silk pajamas by Lily Silk. These cost about £170, which is quite a reasonable pricing considering the quality is amazing. They are in a stunning navy blue color and the silk has such a beautiful sheen to it. I really wish you could feel the texture of these pajamas because it feels so smooth, luxurious and pampering. Honestly, I look forward to putting them on every single night because it's such a treat. They look lovely on as well, which is a bonus. I mean, I don't mind wearing ugly pajamas if they are super comfy, but with these, I really do get the best of both worlds. Now, if you're quite new to silk and you're not too sure about investing too much in this material, then I'll suggest to try out their entry-level pieces first. I've been really enjoying the pillowcases. These come in a set of two and they cost about £40. Apparently, because silk is so gentle on the skin, having it as pillowcases can really help to prevent lines and wrinkles, especially if you sleep on the side a lot like me. Now, I've only had them for about 4 weeks, so I certainly need more time to attest to that. But so far, I love them. The material feels like a dream and I really do sleep like a baby. Another way to spend £200 on yourself and feel good about it is to buy from a brand that supports a good cause. Of course, if you prefer to help by giving your time or donation, I'm sure it will be very appreciated as well. Earlier this year, I donated my wedding dress to a charity that works on preventing underage marriages in less developed countries. And it's just a wonderful feeling that my dress could contribute to a good cause. Anyway, if you're thinking to buy yourself something nice, but at the same time helping to make a difference, you don't want to miss the brand Caillou. The founder of this brand, Jamie, is from Malaysia, which is where I'm from. All her pieces are handmade by women in third world countries, so it gives them the opportunity to work from home while looking after their family. This brand got really popular when Princess Meghan Markle was photographed carrying one of their beautiful clutch bags. And Caillou very generously sent me the same clutch bag, but mine is in this beautiful natural straw color. I went for this color because I wear a lot of black colored outfits, so it's nice to have a little contrast. I also think this color is really versatile because it goes really well with the more casual outfits like a summer dress, but at the same time it's also perfect for the more formal occasions like a wedding. The inside of this bag is fully lined and it also comes with a beautiful chain if you need to be hands-free. Honestly, I can look at this piece all day because it's so simple, classy and beautiful and the craftsmanship is amazing. This costs £180, which is a lot cheaper than a designer one. In fact, the Prada one costs over £1,000 and I personally will not spend so much money for a little bag made with straw. Another way to pamper yourself without costing an arm and a leg is to go for a nice haircut. Some of you might have noticed I recently had a haircut and I went quite a bit shorter than usual and it felt so refreshing. Some people ask for a description of my hair, so basically the front is a bit longer and my hairdresser also added a bit of layers just so the bottom is not too thick. To be honest, I kind of asked my hairdresser to surprise me and I think she did a really nice job. Now I know there's quite a wide price range for a haircut. Apparently, Jennifer Aniston spent about £40,000 for a haircut for a red carpet event. While I usually spend about £60, and that for me is quite expensive for a haircut, but I don't mind splurging a bit because I feel like your hair can really break or make your entire looks. During the first lockdown from March to June this year, I had no option but to ask my husband to color my hair, and I think he's actually quite good at it, but I'll never ask him to cut my hair. So if you're thinking to treat yourself to something nice but you don't actually have anything on your wish list, try a nice haircut. The next one is something you can treat yourself with for well under £200, and I promise you it will make your life so much better and easier, and I'm referring to a good planner. Now, between being a mom, working a full-time job and running a YouTube channel, life can be so hectic, and I can't begin to tell you how much a planner has helped me to stay organized and get things done. Nowadays, a lot of things are digitalized, which can be handy, but I really prefer a physical planner because I can write things down with different colors, and it's also a lot easier to refer to the previous month or weeks. Personally, I don't think you need a designer planner, but if it gives you the motivation to plan, then why not? Typically, a Louis Vuitton or an Hermes planner can run from £350 to £800, and on top of that, you will also have to pay for the refill every single year. For me, a cheap and cheerful planner does the job just as well. For the whole of 2020, I've been using this planner, which has been great, but I really look forward to using my new planner for the new year. I got this from Personal Planner and it cost about £30. This planner is something I actually designed from front to the back in the exact layout I've always wanted. On the back, I've also added some pages for gratitude journaling, which is something I've been trying to do every single day because it just really helps me to focus on the good things in life. So if you want to create a better version of yourself, I would say a planner is certainly worth investing in. Another way to treat yourself with £200 is to spend on a good app. Nowadays, we are always on our phones. In fact, in the UK, most people spend about 2 hours every single day on social media. Now, I'm not against social media as long as we are not constantly distracted by it, but I just feel like our smartphones can do so much more. And considering the amount of time we spend on our little devices, spending on a good app can really make your money's worth. I especially love using my phone to listen to audiobooks when I drive. I've spoken a lot about the Audible app on my platform because I really believe that education is the best investment we can give ourselves. If you're interested, I'll be sharing the best books I've read this year and they'll be in the description box down below. Every single one of them is fantastic and worth every penny. Currently, the Audible subscription costs about £8 a month, so for under £100 a year, you can pretty much get all the books you want. For me anyway, that's really one of the best things I've bought for myself. Audible actually offers a free trial, which you can cancel at any time if you decide it's not for you. And you can find the link in the description box down below. Moving on, £200 can also buy you some really good skincare products. In fact, all my skincare products, including the morning and the night routine, cost less than £200 altogether. In the past, I used to think expensive products must work better for my skin, and so I wouldn't think twice about paying hundreds of pounds for a serum or a moisturizer. However, after a while, I realized the price tags really do not reflect the performance when it comes to skincare products. In fact, I'm using quite a few products from the drugstore brands and it worked really well for my skin. That said, skincare is a very personal journey, so you do have to go through a bit of trials and errors before you can find the products that suit your skin type. To be honest, I actually really enjoy looking for cheaper products with similar, if not better, performance. For example, I was using the Pharmacy Green Cleansing Balm, which cost about £34. And then I came across the Banila & Co. Cleansing Balm, which is about £23. And currently, I'm using the Helmish Cleansing Balm, which is only £14. It works like a dream and it often goes on sale as well, so it's really a bargain. Now, I'll never save on skincare in exchange for a compromised result, but I don't think it's a bad idea to keep your options open because you might come across some really pleasant surprises. There you have it. Those are the little luxuries worth splurging on. And for under £200, I think these are all fantastic investment for either your personal enjoyment or well-being. Now, I understand £200 is still quite a bit of money, but it's certainly a lot more affordable than a Chanel handbag or an Hermes wallet. Again, 2020 hasn't been a smooth year, so if you feel like this is the time to treat yourself, certainly do so, but just remember, it doesn't always have to cost a fortune. So that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed the video and don't forget to share, like and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Have a nice day.